I never imagined I'd be that girl, the one who caught her boyfriend cheating. You hear about it all the time, see it in movies, listen to friends vent about it over drinks. But when it happens to you, the ground kind of disappears from under your feet. What started as a normal Tuesday morning turned into the day my entire world shifted. My name's Lily, and I've been with my boyfriend, Josh, for almost 4 years. We met in college and moved in together right after graduation. It wasn't a perfect relationship, but it felt real. He was charming, funny, a little disorganized, but I chalked it up to being a creative type. He worked in digital marketing, mostly from home, while I commuted to my office job in the city. We had our routines, our jokes, our favorite takeout spots. I thought we were building something. But everything began unraveling the day I came home early. I hadn't planned on coming home early that day. It just happened. A broken air conditioner at work meant we were allowed to head out by noon. Most people were thrilled, I was too, honestly. I imagined a quiet afternoon, maybe surprise Josh with lunch, maybe a nap, maybe watch something together. I stopped by his favorite taco place, grabbed food, and headed home. I didn't text him. I wanted it to be a surprise. But as I turned the key in the door, I had this weird feeling in my stomach. I can't explain it. Like something wasn't right. When I walked in, the house was quiet. Too quiet. No keyboard clacking from his office, no YouTube videos playing in the background. I walked down the hall to the bedroom. And that's when I heard it. Giggling. A woman's voice. Then his. Soft. Intimate. My heart stopped. I pushed the door open. There they were. Her back was to me, but I could see enough. They were half-dressed, in our bed, tangled in our sheets. Josh jumped like he'd been electrocuted. Lily? What are you doing here? The woman turned around. I recognized her instantly. It was Tara. His coworker. She and Josh had worked on a few projects together. He'd mentioned her a couple of times, always casually. I'd even met her once at a work party. I remember feeling a bit off about her. She'd laughed a little too hard at his jokes and stood a little too close, but I'd told myself I was just being paranoid. Clearly, I wasn't. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just stood there. Taco bag still in hand. Josh scrambled to explain. This isn't what it looks like, he blurted. Really, Josh? That line? Tara looked embarrassed, pulling the sheets around her. I dropped the tacos on the floor and walked out. I didn't go home for 2 days. I stayed with my friend Clara, who immediately offered me her guest room and wine. She didn't ask questions. Just handed me a blanket and said, "Let me know when you're ready to talk." On the second night, I finally told her everything. And that's when it all started to click. Clara asked me a simple question: have you ever looked through his phone? I hadn't. Not because I was naive, but because I trusted him. I believed privacy was important in a relationship. But now I wondered what I'd find if I had. I went back to our apartment the next day. Josh wasn't there. He'd texted me to say he'd give me space. He didn't try to defend himself beyond a few "I'm sorry" messages. The apartment felt different. Cold. Like someone else had lived there while I was gone. I needed answers. His laptop was still open on the desk. No password. I hesitated. Then I opened his email. There were dozens of messages. Not just from Tara. From multiple women. Some from dating apps, some from work connections. Explicit conversations. Arranged meetups. Photos. Lies. It had been going on for months. Maybe longer. My chest felt like it was being crushed. Everything, every memory, every inside joke, every plan for the future, suddenly felt tainted. I'm not the type to slash tires or post revenge TikToks. But I wasn't going to let him walk away without consequences. First, I gathered every message, every photo, every email. I organized it into a neatly labeled folder called Josh's Greatest Hits. Then I forwarded the folder to myself. Just in case. Next, I changed the locks. Legally, I was on the lease. I paid the bigger share of rent. I had every right. Then I sent him a simple message: I know everything. The locks are changed. Your stuff is in the storage unit. Codes 1234. Don't contact me again. It was cold. It was clean. It was mine. He tried to call. He texted. Apologized. Begged. Tried blaming me, said I'd been distant lately, that he didn't mean for it to happen, that Tara meant nothing. But it wasn't just Tara. It was a dozen lies stacked on top of each other. I blocked him. His friends tried to step in, some defended him, others confessed they knew. One even said, I thought you guys were open. Open? We weren't. Apparently, Josh had told people we were in an open relationship so he could sleep around without judgment. That cut the deepest, not just the cheating, but the reputation he built for me without my knowledge. The weeks that followed were brutal. I cried. A lot. I went through all the phases: anger, sadness, numbness. I wondered if I was unlovable. If I'd missed signs because I was stupid. If every memory was a lie. But something shifted around week 3. I stopped waking up with a pit in my stomach. I started enjoying my coffee again. I picked up old hobbies: painting, yoga, walking in the park. I reconnected with friends I hadn't seen in years. I took myself out on little dates, bookstores, cafes, solo movie nights. I started falling in love again. Not with someone else. With me. A month after the breakup, Tara messaged me. She apologized. She said she didn't know we were together. Josh told her we were on a break and that I was toxic and controlling. She believed him. She found out the truth after seeing a picture of us online. One of those cozy couple photos, dated only a week before I caught them. She broke it off with him. Said she felt sick. I told her I appreciated her honesty. I didn't blame her. He lied to her too. We actually grabbed coffee later that week. Strange, right? The woman I caught in bed with my boyfriend became an unexpected ally. She's not my best friend or anything. But we share something weirdly powerful: surviving the same manipulator. It's been 6 months. I've moved out of the old apartment. I got a promotion at work. I adopted a dog, a goofy golden retriever named Max who drools on everything I own. I started journaling again. I'm not dating yet, and that's okay. I'm in no rush. Josh? I heard from a mutual friend that he moved to another city. Apparently, he's dating someone new. Poor girl. I don't hate him anymore. I just don't care. And that's the best part. I survived the worst heartbreak of my life. And came out stronger, wiser, and more me than ever. I came home early from work and caught my boyfriend cheating with a coworker. Turned out he'd been seeing multiple women behind my back. I kicked him out, changed the locks, and started rebuilding my life one piece at a time. 6 months later, I'm happier than I've been in years.